You're gonna put your headphones on? I can't hear you.
There's nothing but the song. There's no drums in there.
Are we gonna go chop wood later?
Come on, sir.
Probably.
Again, can't hear you.
That was the point.
Tony wants it.
Is Tyler whispering? Can you hear him?
I can't hear him.
Yeah.
I can't smell them either.
Song over? Song's over. Here I am. Nope, still playing.
We all plugged in.
I'm plugged in. I can hear him now.
Yeah, I can
I
hear
think
him.
Chris turned him up.
I didn't touch them.
Are you learning the theme song finally?
I can play it live. on
Today's
acoustic.
Popcorn Tribunal is brought to you by the elements hydrogen and oxygen.
I watched The Fifth Element last night.
When combined, they form water.
I fell
Let
asleep.
our powers
hour in.
combine.
Cheers.
Oh, man.
Chink. Oh, that was racist.
Just like Captain Planet. Nobody liked Captain Planet. Who am I kidding?
You're not wrong.
I hate this. I want to leave. I don't want to do this.
I like Don Cheadle as Captain Planet.
That's a great.
Oh my God. Is that
Scare-
Saturday Night Live? Is that what
That's
that
I
was?
think it was fun.
humor.
Yeah, Funny or Die. Or
Was it?
That's one of those things. He might be right.
That's awesome.
scary as shit.
That's hilarious. Did you see? I saw a video of him. What role was he auditioning for?
He was on Conan.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe him auditioning for.
Hotel for Dogs.
He said his name was Dan Cheadle,
Yeah.
and he kept firing photons out of his chest, even though it's like a serious movie.
Good for him. Good for him.
All right. Well, welcome back, guys. Thanks for checking us out again.
Who are you talking to?
This week's going to be the listeners.
Oh.
This week's going to be probably a little shorter than the typical podcast, but we're going to
Wasn't last week
have a
shorter?
very Tarantino-centric conversation today.
So if there's one thing he likes talking about, it's himself.
That's true. All right. Well, question actually. Do you guys want to talk about the rankings first, or
The
do you want to actually
man,
talk
the
about
myth.
Once Upon a Time in
I'd
Hollywood?
rather get
Legend.
into the new movie first.
Okay. Because we're going to rank it.
Correct.
Cool.
We sure are.
Yes.
You're Tony Tellez. Don't you
For the
fucking
record,
forget.
Tyler had his first strip club experience this weekend.
You're Tyler Yaney. Don't you fucking forget it.
You're welcome.
You're Tyler fucking Yaney. Don't you forget it.
Were you tied to the pole?
You're
Been there.
Chris fucking Nealis. Don't you forget it.
Hey, I've
Come
been
back
there
every
and
week, and I
I
wonder
miss those
why.
boxers.
For the record, those that are listening to the podcast cannot see you turn and glare at the camera.
That's what the YouTube videos. That's a thing they do on this program called The Office that you've never seen.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm wearing this Dunder Mifflin shirt.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Why does Darth Vader have a mouth?
Because
So,
you're sleep deprived, baby.
yes, I am. So this week, Alec and I went and saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And Tyler went to Washington, D.C. and saw it there with some of
At
his
a,
friends.
at a delightful Alamo Draft House, I had some chicken tendies
Did you get there early for the pregame?
With honey mustard.
pregame.
They do like cool trailers
Oh, yeah,
and retro commercials.
They're way
and
better
shit.
than Flicks. Actually, we
I mean,
should get
Flicks
one
does
here.
a nice job with it too, but
Flicks does, but it just feels like a
Yes,
much
but
lower
anywhere is
budgeted-
better than Studio Movie Grill.
No one's arguing with you. Forget that place.
I almost got in a fist fight there with a staff member once.
I believe that. What movie was it?
American Ultra.
Oh, wow.
That's, you didn't miss nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they took their break in the movie theater, like during the climax of the movie, and they were talking real loud. So I went back there. I'm like, listen, I paid to be here. You guys are being paid to be here. If you could please be quiet or take it elsewhere, I'd really appreciate it. The kid got up
Jesus.
and he's like, what'd you say to me? I'm like, dude, you weigh $110 sopping wet. I would fucking decimate you.
So that theater used to be a Harkins before it became a Studio Movie Grill.
It's been a bunch of different shit. It was
has
like
been a
independently owned for a while. It was
Yeah.
called Movie Nerd Theater for a minute.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
What
was.
the hell?
like MNT or something.
I would go there when it was Movie Nerd Theater. My wife and I saw like the last Harry Potter movie there, and the place was like empty. It was really nice.
Crazy.
I saw Blade Trinity there. I went with
Such
my
a great movie.
went with my
Why are you
ex-brother-in-law.
admitting this?
Went with my ex-brother-in-law, and he was like 17, and at the I guess I was 27.
You were at least
26.
33.
I got carded at the window.
It's because you look like Fred
You do
Savage.
look
I got
like little
carded
Fred
walking
Savage.
into the theater, and then
And I got
halfway
carded
through
on the way
movie,
out.
Someone came in and pulled me out of the theater and asked to see my ID again.
They're
I
worried
was 27. He was 17.
that you, as a 33-year-old man, can't hear the phrase "cock juggling thunder cunt."
I was pissed.
That's the best part of that movie. P.S.
Yes. Well, no, the
remember a
best
thing
part of that
about Blade
movie was
Trinity.
when Ryan Reynolds says he had garlic for dinner and he farted. That was
I thought the cock juggling thunder cunt line was funnier myself, but
You just like to say it.
What was the line again?
cock juggling thunder cunt.
Gotcha.
That was going to be the name of the podcast at one point.
It was.
Sorry, Jamie.
It was. We were gonna acronym it, but
Every time he says the C word, his wife says he can't.
cock,
No, the other one.
cunt.
Rhymes with bunt.
Bunny cake.
Oh, baseball reference. I see what you did there.
I'm not even wearing a Cubs hat.
You're
today.
not.
You look so nice today.
Yeah.
Did you have a job interview at the Kroger?
I'm hoping my probation officer will really set me over the top.
Tyler had a job interview at the.
the forest
at the
because he's a
lumber
lumberjack.
facility.
It's so fucking.
He left his blue ox at home.
Oh my god.
Oh, Paul.
This
You
is
know what the
I
blue
put up
ox's name was,
with.
right?
Yeah, babe.
Babe,
Yeah,
yes.
babe with the blue eye.
So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Alec.
Yes, sir.
I'd love to hear your take on the movie.
Ooh.
I was really hyped for this movie. It was one of the movies I was most anticipating this year. Tarantino is one of my top 5 favorite filmmakers.
I think you've mentioned it in every podcast. So
Yeah,
far.
I'm amped. I was amped.
You don't seem amped.
No, I'm still pretty amped about this movie.
I'm so excited.
I would say
I loved it.
I'm coming. Anyway, yeah, I thought the movie was really good. I would say overall it was probably, at least to me, slightly lesser Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we stood up and you said exactly that it was pretty much lesser.
Yeah, I
Tarantino.
mean, I'll just put it right up on Front Street. I would
Front Street.
I'd give the movie 4.5 stars out of 5.
So when you say lesser Tarantino, do you mean it was completely different than anything previously? Tarantino,
No, I don't think that's
or-
true.
In some regards.
In some regards, I feel like his work has changed since his editor Sally Menke passed away, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Was Django the first one without her?
It was,
Okay.
and his movies have kind of had a different.
They've all
feel
been
or-
close to 3 hours since.
or
then.
the movies have gotten a little fatter since she left, unfortunately. So
Have you ever heard Patton Oswalt's bit about female editors?
no, but I would imagine that, in my opinion, female editors are some of the best. Thelma Schoonmaker, Sally Menke.
No, that's because he equated it to Making a Baby, where the male director's like, yeah, I'm fucking making all this fucking film, and then the women come in and are like, all right, now we got to make a baby
First
out
of
of
all,
this.
when you make a baby, you don't do this.
Is that not how sex works? When my dad explained it, he didn't explain the concept of thrusting, so I thought it was like a fucking ATM machine. You just put it in.
You
and
look
wait.
like you're playing billiards right now.
You just put it in.
Yeah, you just put it in and wait.
And
And like,
wait.
all right, now you're pregnant. Fuck you.
You're welcome.
And it makes that noise when you put in the chip, the please remove it noise, where it yells at you. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the beep.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
I would
Yes.
say that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in my humble opinion, is probably like the second most mature movie Tarantino has made. To
I
date.
agree with that.
Yeah. I
Would
could see
Jackie Brown be the first?
Jackie Brown would easily be the first.
Yeah, I agree with that.
that. And by mature, you're not talking like NC-17.
By mature, I mean it's less dependent upon violence than a lot of his other movies.
Right.
I would say it's probably the least violent movie he's made
Right.
to date.
But
But when it happened,
when it got-
holy
Well,
shit.
when it gets violent, it gets awfully fucking violent.
that sound design, what the fuck?
Undoubtedly, but
that in Midsummer, right? I mean, if you think about it, right? The sound design.
Well,
was
sound
pretty
editors don't get a
fantastic.
lot of credit. We said on this podcast.
Don't we call them Foley editors? Isn't that what they're called?
They are called.
Yeah, but you got the guy that's mixing it and
Foley
doing all the
artists.
shit.
cool
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
Ben Burt.
God damn, son, that man was Wally.
Yeah.
You're already crying just thinking about it. Don't lie.
I would also say it's probably his most mature work, or one of his more mature works, in that it's more steeped in the character. It's just kind of a character piece. It's a hangout piece, kind of like
There was
Jackie
quite a
Brown's.
bit of development of Leo's character for sure.
And Pitt too. I would say
I think it's Pitt's movie.
it is Pitt's.
Yeah,
movie.
no, I think it's definitely Pitt's movie.
I generally prefer DiCaprio as an actor to Pitt.
I do not.
I agree with Tyler. on
But
that,
in this
actually.
particular movie, Pitt is like
There's Shouty McShout Pants, and then there's Brad Pitt, the coolest man ever.
Shouty Mc-
Yeah, Leo shouts a lot. He thinks that equates to good acting. I'm gonna be very controversial on this
when he
podcast.
was in the trailer, it's in the movie trailer. So when he's pissed off at himself for forgetting
bursting
the
yourself through those goddamn-
So not only was that, I mean, with that little short snippet, the scene was like 3.5 minutes long of him just yelling at himself. It was fantastic.
fucking that room up. It was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, I don't dislike Leo's acting.
it kind of
It's
sounds
just-
like you do.
Oh no, I'm gonna get heat for this. I think he's best when he played that retard.
Gilbert
And
Grape.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, and he wasn't a retard.
He was mentally
He
handicapped.
was mentally handicapped. You
Yeah.
asshole.
There's some other movies where he's been really, really good.
Django.
Wolf of Wall Street.
I
was
love his
great.
performance in The Departed. I think that's one
The
of his
Departed
most,
was excellent. Yeah.
Are you a cop?
Blood Diamond. I thought he was pretty
his
good in
accent. Blood Diamond was
Yeah.
excellent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not player hating. He's not the worst part in
What
those
was the
Baz
one he
Luhrmann
was in
movies.
with Tom Hanks?
Catch Me If You Can.
That's
That's
a
a
great
great
movie.
Really
underrated
love
movie.
that
That's one of
movie.
Spielberg's like top
Walken,
5
maybe?
or 6 best movies.
Is Walken his dad in that?
He is.
I do not believe Walken gave birth to Leonardo DiCaprio for a goddamn second.
I'd love
Two
to see-
mice fell into a bucket of cream. And that's how you were born.
But I agree with you. I
pretty
think it
good
was
walking,
definitely
nice.
Brad Pitt's movie. I was pleasantly surprised. Brad Pitt doesn't age, right?
This is true.
Yeah, he's like 55 years
Yeah,
old.
and
Mm-hmm. Fight Club looks like it was yesterday. It's
Right?
insane.
I think he looked older in Fight Club than he did in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm not sure I'd agree with that.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
He looked really good in the movie. And DiCaprio did, at least early on.
Yeah, and then he got bloated and
His look late is leaves something to be desired, probably.
yeah. But okay.
True to the character.
So you said 4.5 out of 5.
I'm a 4.5.
Brad Pitt carried it.
I mean, Leo is really good in the movie too.
Not-
I was
yeah.
a fan of his
Oh, yeah.
performance, and I
mean,
enjoyed
even Margot Robbie was great in the movie for the
what she had to do.
Yeah.
I thought she did a good job.
I will save most of that for later because I have some thoughts on that. But she's definitely
maybe
I
during
think,
the spoilers.
I think she's the heart of the movie without spoiling
Undoubtedly.
anything.
Oh, absolutely.
That one scene, which is in the trailer.
Which scene? The one where
She's
at
in the
movie
theater.
She's
theater?
watching herself in
Yeah.
the in the movie.
I
theater.
thought the silence, like there was, she said nothing in that scene, and it was just seeing how giddy she was. I
She's
loved it.
just eating it all up. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
It's weird though that they put Leo into The Great Escape, but they respectfully
Oh, yeah.
don't put Margot Robbie into that Dean Martin movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought.
Well, but
to be fair, Rick Dalton wasn't in The Great Escape, so
Yes.
it's kind of a what if scenario.
no, I understand that, but that was more shown like we could have done that.
but to be fair, I liked the fact that they didn't put Margot Robbie in the.
Well, it's a tribute to that actress,
Yeah,
essentially. So there's a reason behind
Yeah.
it. Just a thought. Don't even worry.
I'm not.
Okay.
I have heard some
Calm
thoughts
down.
about the movie, which I find kind of puzzling.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying that the movie is uber conservative.
How do you figure? Because
Conservative as
they
in-
hate hippies.
Maybe. Yeah, but I found it funny whenever he was pissed off at hippies in the
God
movie.
damn. With the fucking margarita.
Goddamn fucking hippies.
But to be fair, that was that era. People
Right.
were opposed to hippies.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the whole industry, which the movie revolves around, was about to change.
Yeah.
And he was kind of a fixture of a bygone era.
Yeah. But it was reflected in his failures for sure.
I've also heard people refer to the movie as being misogynistic.
Well, that goes back to Brad Pitt's character, and we could talk about that later. I don't want you know what I'm talking about.
I think I do.
Okay. It involves a boat. Give him a minute.
Okay.
So, what are your thoughts on the movie, Tony?
So Quentin Tarantino's been a real roller coaster for me. There have been movies that I loved of his, and then there's been movies that I really, really didn't like.
Like what?
And then, well, we'll talk about that when we go through the ratings.
Oh.
This was one that as soon as the movie was over, I said it was probably my second favorite.
You said it was your favorite.
I said
to me.
second because I told you that Inglourious Bastards I thought
Okay.
was my first.
Okay.
Man,
What?
say good man.
Why, you like that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who doesn't?
But
Nazis.
yeah, Nazis. But once it's had some time to marinate, it's changed a little bit. But it was probably one of the more, I don't know, I've always had a problem sitting for all of his movies.
Oh, for his movies. I
Yes.
thought you meant in general.
No, it took me
Like
about
we're a movie podcast. You do a lot.
Bring
of
your
things.
hemorrhoid donut. You'll be fine.
I did my preparation aids this morning.
Apply
Like,
my
it
cream. I'm
probably
seeing
took
a
me-
Tarantino picture.
It took me 5 times to get through Pulp Fiction.
What the fuck?
But this is when it came out. Now is a different story. You know, so for me, I've always found it a little difficult to maybe not necessarily follow, but really enjoy a lot of his movies when they come out. I've seen a lot of them later on in life and had a lot of different opinions about them. But this was probably one where I didn't want to miss any portion of the movie. I enjoyed it. I would say I'm right there with you, probably 4.5 out of 5. Maybe even a 4 out of 5. I don't think maybe I liked it as much as you did. I agree with a lot of the things that you've said. That's kind of spoilery. I don't really want to talk about that right now. So we'll talk
tricky,
about
isn't
that. It is, but there's one piece of it that felt separate from the rest of the movie. I don't know if you felt that at all. Yeah, so I would say 4 out of 5. I'll give it an easy 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I'd probably even go see it again.
I definitely want to see it again. I
Yeah.
regret not having done so before being
Yeah.
here recording.
But
with
I
you
will
guys,
pee
but
before the movie because I don't know what I missed. I didn't ask.
What point did you get up?
We got. I drank a couple beers before going to the movie.
Yeah, I did too. So
I
I did.
peed twice before.
he's-
the
I think
movie
I
started.
peed. I think I peed like 3 times during the trailers.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I did the same thing before Endgame. I get nervous for these movies I'm stoked for. It's like
That's fair. I made it through Endgame. Didn't make it through this.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. When he's filming the TV Western, I had to
Yeah,
get up
but
at
at
one
the end
point.
of Endgame, you were like tasting it. You're like, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Everything feels like piss.
So yeah, 4 out of 5. Tyler,
4 out of
let's-
5.
What about your thoughts?
But here's my thing about that 4 out of 5. I'm still thinking about the movie, and I'm not sure what he's trying to say exactly yet. So I think this would definitely benefit from a second viewing.
What do you mean he's trying to say?
Like, what am I supposed to get out of it? Like, without spoiling anything, he kind of goes an Inglourious Bastards route again, and I'm like, okay, to what end? Is it more than just a nostalgia trip or a character?
I think
piece?
some of it is a lamentation for a Hollywood that no longer exists.
And you could, yeah, that's definitely
Which
a
he's
piece
definitely
of it.
proclaimed that he's a big fan of. For sure.
Right.
And I mean, I watched some interviews and some things, some press he did, and he's talked about how he was like 6 in 1969, and the thing he remembers the most is just driving around in the back of his dad's convertible through L.A. with the radio on, and I'm like, yeah, okay, because there's a lot of driving scenes of Pitt just driving around to tunes and stuff.
I love that though. Like,
Oh, I do,
The
too.
way they shot those scenes, like having the camera
Throwing
mounted
the
in back of
radio
the
ads
it
in,
looked like
yeah.
the fucking Graduate. Like
It's
all those
amazing. Yeah, I'm with it.
and having like the radio play in, it's like you're playing Grand Theft Auto. Or
Hell,
something.
there's a Adam West Batman ad during the end credits. It's
The
like-
thing that so period movies, I am always watching background action because I want to see like a 2010 Toyota Camry or something in the background. I don't know.
that's never
just-
gonna happen in a Tarantino picture.
and it
His
didn't.
attention to
But I was
detail.
paying attention to that for sure, because there was so much open air driving and windows down, and so here's the thing. So
And I want to save more of my thoughts for spoilers. 'Cause
yeah, no, I hear that.
a
But
big part of like why
when you go see Godzilla, do you say, "What am I supposed to get from this?" Or is that
well,
just because
Godzilla's
that's-
not made by an auteur
or is
in the
that
same
just
way.
because that's what you think you're supposed to get out of a Tarantino film?
Tarantino's more of an auteur than say work for hire Michael Dougherty to make a Godzilla picture.
Do you think a lot of Tarantino's movies are ultimately saying much of anything other
I'm
than
not saying a lot
this
of
is
them.
the shit I'm into and I'm sharing it with y'all.
I mean, some of them are definitely
See,
that, but
that's what I see. a lot of
thematically,
Tarantino
I
stuff.
felt like he was trying to say something with this, especially with the subject matter and the year and everything. That's all.
But see, to me,
Like Jackie Brown definitely says something.
For sure.
Someone said that
Pulp
this
Fiction,
movie
I
was.
think I get something out of that last third where Jules goes through his,
Jules' redemptive arc
yeah.
towards the end of the
Yeah,
movie.
there's all
Yeah.
sorts of like. I think thematically, you can get something out of any movie. Except someone argued Ghostbusters is about nothing because those characters don't change through the course of that movie, and there's not. And I'm like, yeah,
Is that how you go see movies though? Like, what is it about, as opposed to just enjoying the movie?
if it's made by an auteur, then yes. Did I see Shaft expecting meaning? No, and I didn't get anything out
You don't
of
think Tim Story is an auteur?
that. If he fancies himself one, more power to you.
What the fuck is this word that you're using?
The auteur theory talks about how it's usually a writer-director who has complete control.
over the final product and what it's going to say and look like and all that jazz.
Martin Scorsese is an auteur. Quentin Tarantino is an auteur. Steven Spielberg is an auteur.
Spell it.
Auteur.
I mean, oftentimes I feel you should go to a movie and get
Not
something out of it.
amateur, damn it. No, I'm kidding.
Christopher Nolan's an auteur.
It's a
Absolutely.
filmmaker
Michael
whose
Mann.
personal influence and artistic control over a movie are so great that the filmmaker is regarded as the author of the movie.
Wes Anderson.
But that doesn't say anything about it having to have a meaning, as opposed to just reflecting their personal influence.
Well, he put a part of himself in the film, so I'm just like,
But doesn't every filmmaker put a part of themselves into the film? I mean, even Mick G puts himself into films.
argue that.
I like fast cars and scantily clad women.
Hey, I saw The Babysitter recently. That was some good shit.
That was fun.
I'm not saying like,
Was that Mick G?
It was.
yeah, it was.
Rim of the World was too, which just
He's
came
getting
out.
better. That was a
Yeah,
good,
I mean, because
that
the
was
past, the babysitter,
Here's
in
my
no way,
thing.
shape, or form reflected.
All right, Tony,
previous.
here we go. So, like a movie like Ghostbusters, Evil Dead 2. Do I get things out of those movies other than the filmmaking and the fact that I'm enjoying watching something? No, I don't get anything. But if I watch something by like Tarantino or Wes Anderson or your favorite Woody Allen, I feel like I'm getting some kind of meaning. Like, this is what I wanted to say with this piece.
So you're saying that your
Tarantino-
expectations are greater going to see a movie by them,
Yeah.
versus
Than some of the other shit we've seen
Fast
on this
and Furious,
program.
Justin Lin.
Justin
or
Lin.
Yeah.
Which
Well, she
director?
did Straight Outta Compton.
Justin Lin didn't. F. Gary
Who am
Gray
I
did.
thinking of?
F. Gary Gray
Oh,
did.
fuck, that's the
Fate of the Furious.
MIB
Yeah.
international guy. Poor guy.
I mean, he's made some good movies.
No,
He's made some
he
bad
has,
movies.
He has.
I would say
Did
one.
he do Fast 8? Is that why I'm thinking of him?
He did the Fate of the Furious.
Yeah.
God.
But here's the thing: like, look at Joel Schumacher. Joel Schumacher's made some shit movies.
He also made Falling Down.
but then he's also made some,
Which I relate to
amazing
more and
movies.
more the older I
Isn't
get.
it so true? What a great movie.
Tigerland.
I didn't see
The
Tigerland.
Lost Boys. Is
You've
a
never
fucking
seen
classic.
Tigerland?
That's what I
Filmed
didn't
with
say.
handheld 8mm cameras. Beautiful.
I think it was Colin Farrell's.
I'm not saying you
screen
can't be an
debut.
auteur and also work for hire. I'm just saying Tarantino is strictly like, I'm going to make my own shit. And
I mean,
That's
here's the
definitely
thing.
him.
I think that you can make a movie with your personal influences and artistic influence and not have a meaning to the movie. So,
And I just gave examples of that. I don't think Evil Dead 2 means anything, but I love it.
right, but I guess the problem that I have here, and this is just a discussion, but so I guess I won't call it a problem, but devil's advocacy, let's put it that way,
All right.
is
I'm fine with that.
if you go into a movie with an expectation, right, it may end up being a great movie, but because you don't get this theme from the movie, you don't like the movie.
Well, here's my thing, because like when I went to film school, people were like, the theme should be stated at this point, and you should follow all these rules. I'm like, again, back to Ghostbusters, like, there's no fucking theme, and like maybe you could say the movie's about capitalism.
The
or
theme is that Bustin' makes me feel
Bustin'
good.
makes you feel good. All four of those characters are the same at the beginning and the end. They just had a business where they fought ghosts in between, and that's okay.
Sigourney Weaver changes during that movie.
Yeah, she falls in love with the pervert. It's great.
Right, and becomes What, Zool? Is she Zool or no?
Yeah, she's Zool, and then Rick Moranis is Vince Clortho.
Right, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's like the conversations when you
I'm
and
not
I when you and I
disagreeing
no,
with
this isn't an argument.
Okay,
I promise.
okay,
You. When
okay.
you and I first started going to see movies together, one of your biggest themes was, "Oh, on Rotten Tomatoes, it's only got a 43%." Right, and that used to piss me off. It would piss me off. It would drive me crazy.
Well, let me back up on this. Several movies I enjoy aren't like great on Rotten Tomatoes. I
Right,
love Life
but
Aquatic,
every
I love Fear
movie
and
that I
Loathing
would say,
in
"Do you
Las
want to
Vegas."
go see this movie?" You'd be like,
If it's
"Well,
got
it's only
like
got
an
a 37."
8%, then yeah, I mean, but we saw Chips, and everyone hated Chips, but we had fun with Chips.
Yeah, but see, so I guess that's the point of, like, do you go to see movies because of an expectation for that director or for that writer, or do you go to see a movie to enjoy the cinematic experience?
Can't be
It
both.
could be both, but there's certain expectations that go along with certain filmmakers. Is all I'm saying. Like I had no expectations for Shaft or Tim Stories.
There are
And-
themes that play in the new movie.
Which one?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I know
And
there are
br-
themes at play, and I want to talk about those themes more.
I mean, I could bring up one in a non-spoilery
All right.
fashion. I would say it's a reflection upon aging,
I agree. with
much
that.
in a way like Jackie Brown was.
And
also,
like Quentin is,
right, he's approaching the twilight of his
filmmaking
career.
is not because 69 was 50 years ago. Like filmmaking is very different now, and he's still a relic of that age. Like, let's keep like actual film prints alive, 50 millimeter. I'm.
I think 50 millimeters a gun.
What did I? What did he show Hateful Eight in?
70 millimeter.
Oh my
Or
god! I'm a
or,
filmmaker.
or 35 millimeter.
This is getting cut out.
No, that's
why?
that's
No,
staying.
I think this, but see, this is a different discussion than we typically have, right? Because right now we're having a conversation about thematic elements.
We're
of
being kind of
movies.
artsy fartsy this week.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
weird.
we're talking about an auteur. I mean, in no disrespect to other things we reviewed, but I don't got shit to say about Men in Black International or some of the other things we watched. I can't remember a goddamn thing about that movie. But we could dissect this film for at least a good hour or two if we really wanted to.
I mean, but,
and that's exciting.
yeah,
to
but
me.
we could do the same thing with John Wick 3, and that wasn't the best movie of the year. But then we look at Booksmart. Could you do that with Booksmart?
Absolutely. Midsummer, same.
Yeah, Midsummer, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh yeah. And there's themes in that. There's definitely a certain style that I've only seen. Has he only done the 2 movies, Hereditary?
Those are his only 2 features.
Yeah.
He's done
He's
shorts.
definitely. I need to watch some of those. Shorts,
again,
but-
me being a devil's advocate, I wasn't trying to argue.
I'm not saying you were.
I'm just saying
trying
that, like,
to-
there comes a point when you go see a movie because you want to see a fucking movie, right?
I'm not arguing with you.
And it kind of reflects on your Disney hate, right?
My Disney hate is I don't think one company should own all this shit, and we don't need to get into it right now. You know why? You know why I have problems with Disney. You know how
Tyler doesn't
Lion
like
King-
monopolies.
The Lion King
But
is
the
going to make
question
$1 billion.
is- but the
and
question
it's
is-
objectively a worse film than the original.
The question.
Have you seen it?
Tony has.
We
And
had a
Tony seemed to
conversation
like it.
about it this morning, where he
Okay.
said, "Here, go ahead, say what you said this morning, and
Okay,
we'll
I
talk
watched
that out."
some clips because
We'll
people are going to
return
give
to
me
Once
shit.
Upon a Time in Hollywood, but this is an interesting
If
conversation.
that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've done my research and I looked at the clips and the photorealism that we're going for, right?
Mhm.
And the original film, if the voice actor's giving it a 10, like Nathan Ling's giving it a 10 as Timon, the animator can work with that and have the character give it a 10. But when you keep it photorealistic and you got it like a meerkat, for example, has these beady little
meerkat.
eyes, right? The animal can only give it like a 4 when like Billy Eichner's giving it a 10. Do you see
And
the problem?
I did read a funny review on Letterboxd by a comedian named Debbie Abadije or something. The gentleman's last name.
Now who's racist?
I just can't pronounce this guy's long.
You're not
last
wrong.
name.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
he wrote that the movie would be way better if the animals had eyebrows, which
Well,
kind of reflects what
well,
you're saying.
somebody like sent me like CGI like borderline realistic versions of the characters that look more like the animated characters, and they're so much more expressive, and there's things you can do with that.
I mean,
So-
I can't say that The Lion King is good or bad. I haven't seen it yet, but
I haven't either, but I mean, I'm not gonna waste my money on it if like the color palette compared to
Because
the
the Rotten
originals.
Tomato score isn't high enough.
Why do I come in? Why do I? Oh, he said come.
Because you
Yes,
love
it's
us.
Fun. It's fun.
So here's my feelings on The Lion King, right? I agree with you about the photorealism. The conversation that we had was that I felt like the only actor that didn't fit was Beyonce. She was, sorry, Beehive, but I just don't like her in
Has she
movies.
been good in anything? Like, what has she been?
She
in?
wasn't bad in the Austin Powers movie.
Like,
She's a
but she
fucking
was
gold
supposed
member.
to be over the top.
That's
right?
fair.
This buddy of mine did a
Right.
video review of The Lion King with his like 7-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
and it was funny. She called Beyonce Bay Wants
Nice.
during the review.
But
Bay Wants.
But like the character that she played in The Lion King was the same fucking character that she played in Goldmember.
Austin Powers and Goldmember.
Yeah, it
Where you
was
going with
over
this?
the top.
Really?
Yeah,
I
but
heard she's barely in the movie.
Billy Eichner, Seth
They wrote
Rogen,
Nala out. That's
Billy Eichner,
well,
Seth
Nala's not
Rogen,
like a huge factor
Donald
in the original
Glover.
if you really think about it.
like they were fantastic.
Well, you traded up with a lot of those actors, like fucking Donald Glover versus Matthew Broderick. Come on.
Well, the
I'm
thing
not
that I
arguing
really
with
liked,
some of that stuff. Like the cast is amazing,
Yeah.
but it's in service of this, you know?
but Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen were
We're allowed to
they
improv and
were
do
able to
something
improv.
that's not beat
The
for
song
beat the same.
Hakuna
Yeah.
Matata was changed a little bit,
Mhm.
you know, and I thought that they were great. Did I love the movie? No. Did I like it as
I
much
think
as I
you
liked the
texted
Lion
us,
King?
I love this movie.
You did say something similar. And Child's Play was awful until it was fine. It's okay.
Opinions change and evolve. It's cool.
Oh yeah, I hate Godzilla now.
I had
all
this
good.
is my second. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my second favorite. It's not any longer, you know. So I enjoyed the movie, but did I like it better than I liked the animated version? No. Did I like it worse? No. But
So what is the point? That is my question. Because you all get on me like, oh, these live action remakes, Tyler. You need to give them a chance, but they're just printing money, and you
Yeah.
know this.
It is dollar bills, y'all. I
but
mean,
to be
Aladdin
fair,
just crossed $1 billion fucking dollars.
to be fair, and I loved Aladdin. You liked Aladdin.
did you like Aladdin better than The Lion King?
I said
Yes.
Okay.
because it's trying something a little different, right?
So, but here's the thing. So, as a film school graduate,
Okay, can I just?
as a film school graduate, if someone came to you and said, we need to do a shot by shot live action photorealistic CGI remake of The Lion King,
no,
you would say no.
I would say no.
Okay.
I want somebody to do that to Tyler, but it'd be the Iron Giant and watch him flip the fuck out.
I wouldn't do it. They did my boy dirty in Ready Player One, man. I wouldn't do it. What's the fucking point?
It is kind of funny that Favreau made the movie Chef a couple years ago, which is an excellent movie.
That's so good.
Which pretty much is like denouncing commercialism. And then he goes and does this to just.
No, he's on like his second live action remake. Yeah. At least with the Jungle Book, he did some.
I thought the Jungle Book was fun. I really dug
Never
it.
saw
I
it.
like walking.
Never
in
saw
it.
it.
Bill Murray's fun in it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's Bill Murray, man.
I mean, they get great voice casts for these fucking things. I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm with you.
Seth Rogen was
My
great
all right.
as
Here's my
Pumbaa, by
thing.
the way.
Here's my thing. Six of the top 10 highest grossing movies of this year are fucking Disney owned.
Okay.
That's a problem, right?
Why? Are you in the business of filmmaking or are you in the filmmaking industry?
To be fair, they are doing a lot of good stuff with that power.
Like what?
They're hiring a lot of people of color.
Marvel is,
Right, which is owned by
Which is
Disney.
Disney.
but gets Feige. That's like I get that it's owned by Disney, but
I mean,
they're in good hands.
Ava DuVernay made a Disney movie not that long ago.
What do you make?
She made
Sorry.
A Wrinkle in Time,
Sorry. God damn it. God damn it.
which I haven't
Which
seen,
bombed.
and most people
Yeah.
don't seem to like. But they're giving a young black woman a chance to make a big budget movie that wouldn't have happened 10 years ago.
That's true. I'm not saying that you haven't.
Chloe
done good
Zhao
shit.
is making a Marvel movie.
Right.
I mean, they're taking a lot of independent filmmakers, most of whom are women and people of color, and they're giving them power.
Black Panther?
If you go and make a movie that makes $1 billion worldwide, that lets you go make the independent movie you want to make down the road.
Yeah. I get it.
It's cool.
You
man.
asked why I had a problem.
Again,
I
we're
told
just
you
having a
why.
devil's
I'm
advocate
with you.
conversation, trying to stretch a little bit because this was going to be a fairly short episode anyways, and this gives us an opportunity to talk about a different side.
We're going an hour and a half now.
Probably.
So, but I mean, I think so. For Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, let's transition back to that. What would you rate that out of 5?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. So we're 4 out of 5.
Me, as per usual, is just loving up on stuff.
But I might
throwing-
be. It might be 4.5 or a
We'd have to see
5
it again.
when I see it again
Yeah.
because there are things I'm going to be watching for, and I might get something.
Well, let's do
completely
that. Let's
different
go see
out
it
of
again this week.
I definitely will. I want to.
Let me know when. I'll go.
Okay.
You can buy my ticket this time.
Cool. Because I get.
He's
to
gonna
see
make-
We're
Bob
going
get-
on Thursday.
He's gonna make you
actually.
pay for his ticket when he could see it for free. Just to,
I just make him buy the popcorn when I buy his ticket. So we're gonna go see
You guys
Hobbs and
are
Shaw on
adorable.
Thursday,
All right.
7 p.m.
Okay. I'll see it. I mean, Statham and The Rock are consistently charming people, at least. So they took the Vin Diesel out.
And Idris
so they
Elba.
might- That's true.
I was watching Fast Five with my wife the other night, and I look over her. I'm like, Vin Diesel's a human meatball.
He's,
really
he's just a
is.
sack of nothing.
It really is. You know they're making a new Pitch Black.
I've heard rumblings of that.
Yeah.
Well, they
No,
brought back.
it's
I
official.
think,
He
I think
has-
he's
he has
making
the
his own
script
Fast
in
and the
hand.
Furious movie right now.
He has the script in
God.
hand for the new Pitch Black movie, which is pretty cool.
They brought back Triple X. Oh, anything's possible.
Did you see the last Triple X movie?
No.
It's a blast, dude. It is super
It's like
fun.
2002 again. It's crazy.
It's dumb as fuck. Like I hate the original Triple X. The new one is fun as shit.
Is State of the Union good? I never.
No,
saw
it's
that
shit
No,
too.
God no.
All right. That's why I didn't bother with the third
But
one.
like Donnie Yen is in the new
I do
Triple
like
X.
that guy. Yeah.
There's another martial artist. I think maybe it's not Eco Away. Tony Jaa is in it also.
Yeah, he's badass.
I mean, there's some dope shit in that movie. It's fun. It's dumb as hell, but it is really fun.
Dumb as Hell is definitely
It's on
the
Netflix.
proper.
I might check it out. I don't
Yes.
know.
It was not made by an.
I own it on
auteur.
Blu-ray. We could.
You bought the third Triple
Yeah,
X on Blu-ray?
I love. It's the only Triple X movie I own.
If you're getting back his Almost Famous, I'm sure he'd let you.
Then I
borrow
can
it.
watch Triple X: The Return to Xander Cage. A fair trade.
Welcome to the Xanda Zone.
Welcome to the Xander Zone.
Jeez.
So let's 9 movies. We've got 9, technically 10, but we'll include Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Do we want to jump into some spoiler talk after
Let's
our
do it
list?
after.
Maybe
I
let
would
Tyler
like that.
talk about some of the themes he wanted to flesh out
Are
there.
you okay
fun.
with filling in
Yeah,
space with
let's
the?
do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna go through our.
It's appropriate for a Tarantino episode that we're jumping all over the
That's
place.
so true. I wanted to preface it. My list is going to be controversial,
Okay.
and I'm okay with it. Who wants
That's
to start us
perfectly
off?
fine.
Let's start with Tyler, maybe? Mr. Controversy?
All right, number 9's Death Proof.
Can you talk into your
Yeah.
microphone, please? Thank you.
There's some good stuff. I think the last bit with the car chase is really fucking good.
Kurt Russell's fucking awesome.
He's
in that
amazing
movie.
in it. But the thing just meanders. Between the first kill and the spoilers for Death Proof, who cares? The first kill and then when we see Kurt Russell again with the car chase, it's just a whole lot of nothing. And usually I love his dialogue, but for some reason I just can't fucking stand any of these characters.
I the noir aspect of Death Proof for me.
I
was-
like the grindhouse shit, absolutely, but there's only so much that I can do. Like, I don't think it's a terrible movie. I've only seen it once, and if I saw it again, maybe I'd get something else out of it, but it just doesn't do a whole lot.
I think
for
it
me.
kind of plays better when paired with Planet Terror and all the trailers and the commercials. Like,
Oh, I'm sure. I think there's a
did
short,
you see Grindhouse in the theater?
when I was
You were like, I was 11.
I was like 14. No, I didn't.
Have you? I have like Grindhouse on Blu-ray. I could lend that to you too. If
I
you've
would
never
like
seen
that.
it.
Yeah, because I've seen Planet Terror and I've seen some of the trailers and I've seen Death Proof, but all on their own. So I haven't seen like the whole like.
It's an
whatever,
experience,
4 hour.
dude. It's an experience.
Yeah, what have I seen? I've seen Hobo with the Shotguns trailer and Edgar Wright's, which I think that one's called Don't.
Hobo with a Shotgun wasn't a trailer in the movie. He won a contest making his own trailer, which allowed him to make Hobo.
Oh, then that's
The
just
the
something
trailers
else.
were Thanksgiving by Eli Roth,
That's what it was.
Don't by Edgar Wright, Werewolf Woman of the SS by Rob Zombie, and Machete. Machete.
I like both of those movies, and I wouldn't mind a third one. Just
Machete
off topic.
Kills in Space.
Machete Kills Again in Space.
Yeah, whatever.
They're great. Anyhow, so Death Proof is my number 9. I don't hate it. There's certain the more I think about it, there's certainly things I like about it, and I'll go on record saying I don't think he's made a bad movie, but this is just the least. Certainly, I don't get a whole lot out of it. What about you?
So my
Tony?
number 9, you guys are gonna hate. So let's go with yours first.
My
What's-
my
Alec?
number 9 is The Hateful Eight.
Oh, our lists are going to be very different.
Our lists are gonna be way all over. the place.
To me, The Hateful Eight, while I thought it was good, it was too fat. It was too long.
Really?
It also felt extremely masturbatory. But most of his movies are. to be
why
fair.
the fuck would you
so
shoot?
enjoyable?
Why would you shoot in 70 millimeter and then have the whole movie be inside?
I also felt.
Did it feel repetitive at all?
I mean, I felt sort of repetitive in hearing the N word for like the 1,000th time in that movie. I don't.
Oh, that's one thing about Once Upon a Time. No N-words.
Right. I think this is either the first or second time where.
It might be the first. I don't know. Does Death Proof have N-words?
Were there any black people in the movie?
There was a Playboy bunny at a party.
I know Sam Jackson for once. Usually, they
Yeah,
give
no-
him
no
something to do.
no
That's
Samuel L.
interesting.
I don't know. I just felt like it was too much. I felt like he maybe needed to be reined in a little bit with that one.
That's fair.
And maybe somewhat it's Sally Menke being gone.
R.I.P. Yeah.
So that would be my number 9.
Props to Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Oh,
for-
she's great in the movie.
for not breaking character when he smashes that fucking antique.
Walton
guitar.
Goggins is awesome in that movie, and he's an actor
Oh,
I
he's
just
so
adore.
good. Yeah. I think everyone's good. Channing Tatum's shockingly good in it.
He's generally all right, man.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Of
I just
Channing
didn't know
Tatum.
if he would work in that style, but he
that
totally
Gambit
does.
movie, man. I would still pay money to go see him play Gambit.
Well, that's how capitalism and movies work typically.
Thank you. So my number 9 was Jackie Brown, and here's why.
Oh,
That is a movie that I have tried to watch over the decade and a half it's been out.
Man,
It's been out 22 years.
22
Goddamn
years,
years,
2
yeah.
decades. That I have never been able to get past the first third of the
Oh my
movie.
God, why?
I just don't like it. Sorry.
Man.
So that's my number 9, which is when we talk about controversy, I knew that would be controversial.
You should give it another shot.
You really should.
I gave
You
it a
wide
shot
awake?
as recent as a year ago.
Just try again.
But
What
Hateful
if
Eight
we
was-
watched it with you?
Yeah, let's do a commentary on Jackie Brown.
Jesus.
Tony's
Christ.
gonna peace out like
I would
20
have
minutes
things
into
to
it.
say. Yeah.
But the Hateful Eight was my number 8, so we were pretty close on that one. I thought it felt really repetitive throughout the movie. Oh, here comes someone else in through the snow. Oh, here ghosts. Yeah. I don't know.
Are we moving on to number 8?
Christoph Waltz was amazing.
He wasn't in that movie.
He's not in the Hateful Eight.
No, you're right. It wasn't. Who's the
Tim Roth.
Thank
Tim
God,
Roth
Tim
was
Roth.
playing
Kind
a
of plays
role
that role, yeah.
that
Sorry.
Christoph Waltz probably was going to play, but
Yeah.
didn't.
Sorry, Tim Roth. I apologize.
Moving on to number 8.
Well, that was my number. I was just saying it because he had it at
All right. Well, you do your number 8, then I'll do mine because mine's controversial.
My
too.
my number 8 is Death Proof. I dig it. I dig Kurt in it. I dig the girls.
Oh, he's great.
I mean, a lot of people, like I was talking about with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, people are accusing Tarantino of being a misogynist. I think Death Proof is like girl power as fuck.
Yeah.
That and Kill Bill.
That yeah, for sure. I think he writes women really well. Look at Jackie Brown. So that first kill
Jackie
scene,
Brown hated it.
that first kill scene set to I think it's like Dave D, Mitch, Dozy, whatever the
Something like
fuck
that.
all those dudes' names are, where he stops it and shows each woman. So fucking awesome, and that song is awesome. Hang Tight or Hold Tight, I think is the name of the song.
That's a movie that could have used a tighter edit. I'm sure the actual Grindhouse version is probably shorter, right?
It is.
I think that might play better because I think I saw the unrated extended whatever.
Yeah,
the
they
fuck
released it
was.
as its own movie on home
Yeah,
video,
that's
and
what
I
I
think they
have.
added about 15 to 20 minutes to the movie.
just
It's a little trimmer.
meanders on. So yeah, I could see that playing a lot better actually.
I could see why you didn't like the first group of girls. Perhaps I like the second group of girls a lot better
I don't like that they leave. Was it Mary Elizabeth Winstead there
with
the creepy
with
guy.
Sandler's buddy.
Yeah, but I love. What is it? Rosario Dawson's there. Zoe Bell's the one who was actually
who was also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, no, and she's Uma Thurman,
Stunt double from the Kill Bill flicks.
So
yeah.
she's actually on that car. Like that whole last bit is
Yeah.
exhilarating.
right, and I'm a big fan of car chase stuff. So
Again, I don't think it's a bad movie. I need to watch Grindhouse and give it another chance.
I'll hook you up.
I would like that. I need to watch Almost Famous tonight so I can watch that then. Speaking of alternate cuts, I kind of want to see, because I haven't seen Hateful Eight since the theater, and I want to watch that 4-hour miniseries version.
I would like to see it. I know maybe it plays better broken up if I watch it an hour at a time as
Very well
opposed to.
could be, yeah. Okay, so we on
What's
number
your
8.
number 8.
Don't hate me. It's Inglorious Bastards.
Okay.
Everyone
Moving on.
fucking-
Number 7.
Everyone fucking loves it, and I think it's fine. I think Christoph Waltz is great.
Pitt's really good.
I need to. I've seen it twice. I need to have a confession right here on this podcast. I've fallen asleep both times.
Oh my god.
Around the time Fassbender shows up in that little cafe scene.
That cafe scene is
That's a great
amazing.
I know I'm the worst.
The
I know
opening
I
scene
know
of that-
everyone hates me.
The
It's
opening
fine.
scene of that movie
It's so good.
and
Absolutely.
the basement scene in that movie are both incredible.
How could you fall asleep during one of his
The
scenes?
scene with
Oh.
Christoph Waltz at the farmhouse.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
beginning,
Oh,
the beginning of the
fucking love
movie.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 20 minutes long. It's
Yeah.
I know it's great. I know it's a great movie, but because I ranked them in order of like what would I watch right now, and
when was the last? So wait,
I haven't seen it in like.
I'll
2
tell you what. I'll
years.
give Jackie Brown a chance if you'll give Inglorious Bastards another
That's
chance.
fair. That's fair. I don't know if I was just in the wrong mood both times I saw it, but
Hey,
I
it's
need to give
fine.
it a- I
You're
need to give it
allowed
another
to
watch.
dislike things. Absolutely.
I don't even dislike it. It's just it doesn't do a whole lot for me.
Okay.
Mike Myers is great.
he's all right.
He's just doing cameos now. Listen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
What's
okay
your
with
number
it.
7?
We
Wait,
start
I-
with me
I did-
again?
okay.
How does this work?
Yeah, sorry.
Do you want to just keep doing round robin?
I got
or
it
just
twisted. Whatever, man.
cool.
It's cool.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
If I had to rank them, I'd probably like 2 more than 1 because that last third and 2 is so fucking good.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you. Same for me. 7 is Kill Bill, and 2 is better than 1, in my opinion. I know Alec has a different opinion.
Yeah,
Well, 1's where all the action is, and then
I love Kill Bill, and I prefer
They're
the
all
first to
great,
the second.
yeah.
I think the first
both
Kill
great.
Bill is the most stylish movie he's made to date.
Yeah.
I love
that whole
the
animated
I love the
sequence,
anime.
Yeah.
I love the House of Blue Leaves sequence.
Yes.
I love Sonny Chiba's Hattori Hanzo.
The
in
pussy
movie.
wagon?
Like I cried when he gave her the sword.
Did you? Yeah.
I found it moving. Just the music. I don't know. Obviously, I'm an easy cry as we've
Did
established.
you go get tampons out of the bathroom when you got
Oh my
done with it?
god.
I'll be the misogynist. This
I stuck
episode.
them like up my nose and in my ears. It was great.
What's your number 7?
My number 7, and this will probably be a controversial choice as well, is Reservoir Dogs.
Ooh, why so low?
I like it.
I think that's the problem. They're all good movies.
I
so
would-
it's hard to rank.
I
them.
would give
It's true.
every movie he's made at least. Let me look at this here. So,
They all be 4s except for Death Proof. Probably be like a 3 for me. 4 or higher.
I gave
mean.
Death Proof 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I would never rank.
I
it that
gave The
high.
Hateful Eight. The lowest I've rated anything of his is The Hateful Eight at 4 stars.
Okay.
So everything other than Hateful Eight is 4.5 or better.
Mm.
I mean, I fucking love the dude's movies.
Oh, absolutely.
Reservoir Dogs is a first movie, and it's a hell of a first movie, but it's a first movie. You can tell.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw your list.
Mine's up there too. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's. I mean, that's an interesting choice. All right, but I mean,
I don't-
I'm the guy that has Jackie Brown number 9. So
I will say something. Yes, it is a first movie, but like Evil Dead or the first Mad Max, I have a soft spot for it because I love that low budget like debut and seeing what they can do with nothing before they're given everything.
Some of the writing in Reservoir Dogs
So
to me though
fucking
was
good.
just so.
The whole
fucking
premise, like after the robbery,
good. Yeah.
that's.
I rewatched a lot of it this weekend. I got called away, so I couldn't finish it. I was about 20 minutes from the end or so. Buscemi's hilarious in that movie. I'd forgotten how.
I think Chris Penn's the real MVP.
I had-
I
Penn
wish he
was
had done
good.
more shit.
I
love
had
him.
that jacket when I was in the 4th
Did
grade.
you?
That Nike jacket. God, my wife said the same thing. She's like, "Of course you did."
Well, like Chris Penn, like that and True Romance. I'm like, damn, I wish I could have seen this guy do more stuff.
He
What
was
a
in
fucking
he was in
trip.
Footloose.
No, I'm just the only 2 Tarantino-ish projects he did.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, he's in other shit. He's in some movie with Eric Roberts.
I mean, one dope thing about Reservoir Dogs, Harvey Keitel came on to produce it, and
he
told-
helped bankroll some of
yeah,
that shit.
and told the other producers, let Quentin do what he wants to do, and that's what set the track for him to pretty much have creative control
the
his
rest of his fucking life. Yeah,
entire career.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a hell of a debut.
It's really good.
Yeah. So what was your number 6? Moving on.
My number 6 is Once Upon a Time in
Wait, did
Hollywood.
we do our number 7s? No,
Yeah.
we're on number 6. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, because you and I were the same.
Yeah,
Kill
yeah,
Bill.
yeah.
Really, Once Upon a Time, number 6.
That's my number 6 as well.
Again,
actually.
it's a little difficult to rank though because all of these.
Oh,
are
it could
all
very
good.
well go up for me.
Yeah,
It's at
and
number
it-
6 right now.
It
but-
could. I like the movie a lot, man. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was one of his more mature works to date. I thought there's great performances from your top 3 people. One thing that kind of bummed me out about it, he has this amazing cast, and if you're not Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio or Margot Robbie, you don't really have a whole hell of a lot to
You
do.
show up, you say your lines, and then there you go.
I mean, Bruce
Kurt
Dern.
Russell narrating, though, was great. though.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that he has a role in the movie and then also pops up as a narrator.
The best cameo, the best short role in that movie was Kurt Russell's wife.
No, Bruce Lee.
Zoe Bell.
Yeah.
From Death Proof.
Bruce
Yeah.
Lee doesn't have a whole lot to do, but he's so
That
good.
fight scene is amazing.
Oh my god. It's called manslaughter.
That's in the trailer. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair game.
Drinking his milk for some reason. It's fantastic.
What was your number 6?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
But it could go up.
Yeah.
It could very well go up.
Mine was Death Proof.
Why is it so high?
Don't you know Tony loves horror movies?
No, I just like the noir, the grain, the kind of, I don't know. I felt
He loves that it looks like shit.
I wouldn't
Intentionally.
describe Death Proof as being a noir movie.
Not at all. That's the only one he shot by himself. He did his own cinematography for that one.
it's not the only one he shot by himself.
What's the other one? Then?
I was looking through his IMDb earlier, and he was the cinematographer and DP on multiples.
I don't know if that's true, but that's okay. I can't prove it either way.
For a while now, Robert Richardson's been his cinematographer.
Yeah, he shot Casino.
Yeah,
What a great movie.
He shot all of Oliver Stone's old movies. He's good.
Yeah, he did Natural Born Killers. Now more I think about it. Anywho, if you like Death Proof, more power to you. I need to give it another watch. That one and Hateful Eight are and I guess Once Upon a Time in Hollywood are the only ones I've seen only once. So need to give them another watch. What are you doing?
You asked me to tell you what other?
Movies he was the DP of.
Actually, yeah.
It's great listening.
Well, keep
Podcast.
talking.
Talk about
Do you want
it.
me to talk about my number 6?
Yes,
I
that'd
do.
be great.
My number 6, and this will probably also be controversial, is Inglourious Bastards.
That's pretty low. You mean your number 5?
Sorry. Yeah, my list is fucked up because when I'm looking at it on here,
It's Kill Bill's 2 movies.
the Kill Bills
Yeah,
are 2
yeah,
movies.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
having
gotcha.
to rejigger as I go. What else?
I said Grindhouse is Death Proof, you jackass.
what else do you DP?
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, wait. Go back.
He was also go back what?
I didn't see that. You just showed me Grindhouse and Death Proof. and
No,
that's
I
the
just
same
showed
fucking
you right
movie.
here, 1991, Reservoir Dogs.
Came
Is
out
the
in
only
92,
DP on
I
that?
thought.
There was another guy.
He was uncredited.
Well, he probably did something. That makes sense. Anywho.
Okay.
Number 5?
So my number 5 is Inglourious Bastards. Sorry, I fucked up the count there.
It's all good.
I really dig the movie,
I do too.
and I like it more each time I see it. It left me a little cold the first time I saw it.
That's kind of where I'm at.
But Christoph Waltz is amazing in it.
Oh.
Brad Pitt's super hilarious in it. I would like to live in an alternate universe where Adam Sandler had played the Bear Jew. He was
I do
ori-
want that.
I mean, I like Eli Roth fine in the movie, and he's good. But imagining Sandler playing that
That
role
would be fucking
seems
What
awesome.
stupid
amazing.
voice would he do?
He's good at
These
harnessing
popcorn
his
tastes
anger.
like fucking jizz. Could you imagine that guy doing the
He does good, like Punch Drunk Love.
He does anger really well. Even
Yeah.
like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, he's pissed off all the time.
That's why I love Punch Drunk Love. It's like, what if this character was real? He'd be a fucking psychopath.
Could you imagine mad
That's
Adam
why Paul
Sandler
Thomas
as Bear Jew? What are you doing?
That's why Paul Thomas Anderson made that movie, because he loved him. And like he's obsessed with like Happy Gilmore and shit. And he's like, I
crazy
see
to
this
me.
anger in you, and I want to harness it.
That's
God
funny.
bless Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh,
All right,
But number 5?
Number
Your
5.
turn.
my number
Sport.
5 is Pulp Fiction.
That seems very low.
It's taken me years to get through it.
I think it's a perfect movie if you take out all the Bruce Willis shit.
It's
He's
taken-
really good in
I
that
actually
movie, dude.
enjoyed Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah.
I'm
The-
just
the
saying.
interaction-
I know that's a one man's opinion, but if you take out that whole rape middle,
If I'm not mistaken, though, I think that was a movie Roger Avery, who co-wrote Pulp Fiction with Tarantino, was writing on his own.
Yeah, and
That
he's
they
an,
Definitely
he's an
feels more out of
auteur.
place than the John Travolta.
He's an auteur.
Roger Avery? He's a good filmmaker. I love Rules of Attraction. Killing Zoe's dope, too.
Don't give me that look. So my 5 was Pulp Fiction.
Okay, my 5. I think I know what it is. Hateful Eight. And I know no one else here likes it more than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And after I'm going to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again, and I'm going to watch the miniseries version of Hateful Eight and then decide what I think. But I got to go to one of the 70mm screenings where you got a booklet and there was an intermission. And I just had the best fucking time, man.
Where'd you go to do that? Was it Nashville?
We went
Or
to
Chicago?
DC for that.
For Hateful Eight?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It was phenomenal, but I will admit it probably has problems. It's like, again, why?
When you watch the miniseries, I'll watch it with you.
Okay,
So I'd like to see it again.
I think it'll be a cool way to revisit it because the reason I haven't rewatched it is like I already saw it in theaters, and that's how it was meant to be seen. So I can't imagine watching it on Blu-ray and getting the same experience. You know, kind of like, not exactly like Gravity, but kind of like Gravity.
Hateful Eight may be one of the few examples where the misogyny claim may have some weight.
Apparently, you're supposed to laugh your ass off every time he beats that poor woman.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't either. But
Maybe the first time, but afterward it was like, hey.
yeah, I get that.
Did she drop the milkers in A Hateful Eight?
No.
I know. I just had to say it once.
Sorry, Jamie.
All
Look
right.
what I started. I'm like fucking Dr. Frankenstein in this bitch.
Number 4. What'd you get for number 4, Alec?
My number 4 is Django Unchained.
Django.
Mine too.
A movie I adore, actually.
I saw that like 3 or 4 times in the theater.
I thought Leo was amazing. in
He's
Django,
probably
by the way.
my favorite role of his
Yeah.
ever.
He is really good in it, although my performance to savor in that movie
He's Waltz.
is Samuel L. Jackson.
He looks like he's in Tyler Perry's.
He is
Charles Dickens.
He is so fucking funny in that movie. Like, I mean, I think all 4 of the primary actors do a really good job in that movie. And I watched it last week to prepare to see Once Upon a Time. I watched both Inglourious Bastards and Django. Jamie Foxx's performance really resonated with me this last time out.
He's more subdued than everyone else.
There's
But that's
this-
not a bad thing.
There's a sequence where King Schultz, Christoph Waltz's character, is telling him the German legend of Broomhilda. And Fox sits on the ground and is listening in rapt attention. He's almost like a child.
It's great.
And the way he's not saying anything, but the look on his face and his excitement, really moving in a strange way.
Did you cry?
Didn't, but
He thought about it.
Sam Jackson's character in Django kind of reminds me of his character in
from
the
Boondocks, maybe?
No, what's the movie
got
with
that, yeah.
Christina Ricci?
Oh, Black Snake Moan.
Casper.
Yeah. Remind
But he's actually a decent guy in Black Snake.
No. But
He's
the
probably
look,
the most evil bastard in Django Unchained.
yes,
Absolutely.
but the look of his character in Black Snake Moan put him in a period suit, and that for me was Sam Jackson from Django.
I'll say something controversial here too. I actually prefer Christoph Waltz's performance in Django Unchained.
I do,
to
too.
Inglourious Bastards.
I absolutely do.
But I love them both,
Absolutely.
and he deserved both those Oscars.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I think, and maybe this is the sign of Sally no longer being there, but Django definitely feels like here's 3 different movies. Maybe, I guess Pulp Fiction would be the closest I could think of in terms of pacing.
You mean as far as Django being outside of the typical box?
Because, like, the middle section is the Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
Candy
in one
scene.
movie, 3
Yeah,
separate.
and then the first act is getting to that point, and then the third act is after.
But
Spoilers,
that feels very,
Leo's
that
dead.
feels very
Just-
Quentin Tarantino.
I'm
though.
not arguing with that, but I just think that last third is not nearly as good as those first 2/3.
Well, my number 4 is Once Upon a Time.
In
I am, and I mean, it started at number 2, and it's transitioned down to number 4. That's because of some thoughts that I've had on other movies, but I definitely, and I've already talked about what I think about that movie. So that was my number 4.
Okay. We're into number 3.
Yeah,
I think I know what it is, but I want to make sure. It's Reservoir Dogs. Like I
Wait,
said,
what did you have at 4?
Django.
And you had Django at 4.
Correct.
Well, then I'll talk about my number 3 because my number 3 is Django.
Oh yeah, talk about that. Then we'll
Yeah.
talk about Reservoir
Yeah.
Dogs again.
So, for me, Leo was the superstar in that movie.
Absolutely. Christoph Waltz. They're
Christoph
both
Waltz
great.
was
Of the-
close second.
Of the 4 primary actors, I think Leo's performance is actually my least favorite, but it's still.
Oh, that's my favorite
Well,
performance
no,
he's
okay.
ever done.
My third favorite of the 4. Jamie Foxx is probably still last, but
Yeah.
he's really good.
Oh yeah.
So that's my number 3, and I enjoyed it. I've watched it multiple times, and I've watched it all the way through.
I think that's the one I've seen the most. That or Pulp Fiction.
I did find watching Inglourious Bastards and Django one night and then the next night back to back. Very empowering to see racists get killed on screen with where we're
nice?
as a country right
So
now.
nice.
Yeah,
Racist
very
and
much
Nazis dying. It's great.
So, sorry, your number 3 was
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir.
My number 3 is Kill Bill. I'm an action movie
Yeah.
guy. This was Tarantino becoming an action filmmaker.
But it still takes time for conversation. And
There's a
slow
ton of
down.
humor in that movie.
So much
Conversation.
character.
See, for me, Kill Bill was overly wordy. I think there was a
What?
lot of dialogue that was completely unnecessary.
I loved Uma Thurman's performance in the movie.
Absolutely.
I thought it was. I guess as a man, I would assume it would be empowering for women to see that movie.
Would it be empowering for Asians to see that one man with his giant? I forget
Gordon
his-
Liu,
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. I love that he would be sassy with his beard, like it was a
Pai
scarf.
Mei.
Yeah, Pai Mei.
I
I don't know if we could get away with that today, but it's a great character.
Oh, well, he's Asian. I mean, he's an Asian actor playing an Asian character.
No, it's just
It
They
was
may
ve-
not
it
be
was
able to.
stereotypical.
They may not be
Stereotypical.
able to get away with Michael Parks
Yeah.
playing a Mexican today. But
oh my god, I forgot about that.
What's your number 2, Alec?
my number 2 is Jackie
I
Brown.
didn't get to bloody talk about Reservoir Dogs.
I thought you had already talked about it. That's the only reason I
Oh,
transitioned away from
that's
it.
fair. That's a great debut.
Go ahead.
No,
Just a great debut.
You were right. I already talked about
You
it.
loved Chris Penn's performance in the movie.
I do. He's
yeah.
probably my favorite part of that movie. Although Steve Buscemi.
It was funny. I was picking a buddy up from the airport, and an ex-girlfriend of mine went to a screening of that at the belated Hollywood Bar and Filmworks downtown. Michael Madsen was there, so she took my DVD.
Did you get to sign it?
Yeah, and he also was hitting on her. He's like, "Your man's not here. What a bitch!" And
I totally believe that. That's
I
what
actually
happened.
liked Michael Madsen. I think probably second best in that movie.
I mean, he's awesome in
Yeah.
the movie. He's just a complete sociopathic
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Oh,
Jackass in
100%.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's like. I don't know what he's like in real life. But
yeah. So what's your number 2?
Who him?
my number 2 is Jackie Brown.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about some of those feelings.
Think it's his most mature work to date. There's so many performances in that movie I absolutely adore. Probably my favorite of the bunch would be Robert Forster as Max Cherry.
So great.
He's the heart of that movie,
Yes.
and the fact that he hadn't really worked a ton in a while kind of brought him back, which is one of the things Tarantino is so good at doing. The movie's a love letter to Pam Grier. Like, Quentin Tarantino is legitimately in love with Pam Grier.
That's also his only movie that's based on anything else.
Yeah, it's based off of an Elmore Leonard book. I'm also just an Elmore Leonard fan. Like Justified
know that.
is one of my favorite TV shows. That's based off of an Elmore Leonard short story.
You probably know this because you know everything. There's like
Michael Keaton
Reprised that
as
role
Ray
in something
Nicolette,
else, yeah.
Out of Sight, which is also an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, it's one of my favorite Soderbergh movies. Yeah.
Is that
There's-
the one with Val Kilmer and
Out
Mila
of Sight
Sorvino?
is Jennifer Lopez, and you're thinking of At First Sight. You douche.
thinking of Mad Love again.
Mad Love.
Out of Sight, yeah. Pretty much the only movie I like Jennifer Lopez in. She is so
I'd have to think, but you're probably right.
she's so sexy in that movie, so cool in that movie. Clooney is great in that movie.
Yeah.
The two of them have insane chemistry.
Which I didn't expect.
It's one of the
watching
like
that movie.
sexiest movies you'll ever see, and it's not like super graphic with anything. It's all just sexual tension.
The lighting was beautiful in a majority of those scenes with J-Lo.
Well, the two of them in the hotel in
Yeah.
Detroit with the
Oh.
snow falling
That's
through the.
based on a
Absolutely.
novel too, right? From that same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's another Elmore Leonard deal.
Interesting. Would that be in the Tarantino universe?
I think it may be one of De Niro's best performances of the '90s. He's so funny in that movie.
He's so subdued though.
He's very
do
understated,
a
but he's
whole lot. It's
funny.
great,
He's like
yeah.
a laconic stoner.
Well, after he fucks Bridget Fonda, he's like, that really hit the spot.
She's great in that movie.
I quote that all the time.
Like she kind of disappeared after doing that movie, but she's great in it.
Was that after Single White Female?
Well, after
Yeah.
Single White Female came out in '92. This was '97.
Which Sam Raimi movie was she in?
Simple Plan in '98.
Yeah,
It's a great
she's
band.
good in that too.
Great band.
Oh yeah, she's in Army of Darkness. She's Linda in that one.
I mean, I'm just a huge fan of the movie. I think it's super funny. Samuel L. Jackson's awesome in it.
Yeah.
He's awesome in all of Tarantino's movies. But
He's awesome in pretty much everything.
Chris
he does.
Tucker is really funny in a little role in the movie.
It's so good.
Um,
That whole scene with the trunk, so good.
yeah.
Tyler, number 2.
Pulp Fiction. I love it. I grow a little more fond of the Bruce Willis segment, but it really, it's for whatever reason, it feels out of place. Very mean-spirited. That whole rape scene is like, we were having a good time till this happened. I'm very uncomfortable.
To be fair, it's kind of refreshing to see a man get raped on screen as opposed
I'm
to a
not
woman for a
arguing
change.
with you. Like Ving Rhames of all men, too. I mean, I don't want to see anyone get raped on
Right.
screen.
It's not no bueno either way.
I want to make that perfectly clear.
So we got about 5 minutes left. So let's.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my number 2 was Inglorious Bastards. Is that about right, Chris? About 5 minutes?
How long has it been?
My number 2 was Inglorious
hours.
Bastards.
Oh,
So we've talked a little bit about that.
it's a good movie. I hear.
Yeah. It's good. Really good. Yeah.
I should check that out sometime.
And then my number 1, since you guys have both talked about it already, I'll bring that up. My number 1 is Reservoir Dogs. I thought it was. I
Great
loved
fucking
it.
movie.
Loved it.
It was my number one.
It was the
off
first
and on,
Tarantino
yeah.
movie that I've been able to watch start to finish.
It's the shortest, isn't it?
The first time.
Easily. far.
Easily. It's like an hour. It's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Buscemi, Michael Madsen, superstars, Chris
Tim
Penn,
Roth's
absolutely,
great.
yeah.
Harvey Keitel. Man.
Yeah.
Every,
Loved it.
Lawrence
Loved it.
Tierney.
Yeah.
being,
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Pulp Fiction. It's one of my top 10 favorite movies of all
Pretty great.
time.
Yeah.
Just when I saw that, I think I had to backtrack to see Reservoir Dogs afterwards, and I was obsessed with Tarantino. I was like a teenager. I bought like a biography about him. I bought like all the screenplays and like studied them. I looked at movies differently after seeing Pulp Fiction.
I agree with that.
It was amazing watching that movie with my mom
Oh wow.
because I was like, shit, when that movie came out on video.
94.
I was like
95. Yeah.
maybe like 14.
Oh wow.
Watching it with my mom, and she lost her fucking mind when Marvin gets his head blown off in the back seat. She was crying. She was laughing so hard. I'm like, Mom, Jesus Christ. But,
Spoiler
like,
alert.
Mom, you.
Oh, for a movie that's
embarrassed me.
25 years old, give me a break.
All right, your number 1.
I love Jackie Brown so much. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
All right, so I'm going to give Jackie Brown another chance, and you're going to give.
Inglourious.
Inglourious
I'll definitely watch
Bastards.
I own all these movies.
I have a Plex server.
Yeah. You and your
Breaking the law.
Breaking
Breaking
the
the
law.
Archiving for future generations.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I actually love the conversation that we had today. Thanks for that, guys. I appreciate it. It kind of went a little off the beaten path, but hope we can do more of that. And, cool.
Is-
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Popcorn Tribunal.